Tamina of Shiny will also be there as a soloist. What's significant about his performance and that particular idea of him flying solo?
Yeah, well, I'm really proud of Taman with this moment because, these really big festivals, at least in like the U.S., they're more or less handled by kind of two big promoters. There's Live Nation and there's AEG. Live Nation is very much involved with Lollapalooza. AEG very much involved with Coachella, and it's kind of like you go with one or the other for your tour and it kind of sets you up for those festivals. Tateman had not been using any of those big names. He'd been using independent or smaller Korean companies for his US tour. But from what I've understood and been told by, people, insiders working on this, that his show really was that impressive and it got that kind of buzz to land him on the festival's kind of, buzz radar and attention. And he was able to book it as a soloist. And I think that's just so cool to see that, him now so deep into his career, coming up on 20 years himself, and doing this on his own as a soloist. I think it's so cool. He's been touted as the first K-pop soloist from Korea to perform at Coachella, first male K-pop soloist. So yeah, it's a really big kind of moment for him. And I think he knows that it's a big moment too. He was on the Jennifer Hudson show, a popular talk show here, and he said, this is one of the big moments of my career. So it seems like he knows that this is a big one.
Jeff, thank you so much for giving us the backgrounder because or else I wouldn't have known there was like a whole grassroots movement to essentially get Taemin to Coachella because I would assume because Taemin has strong backers in Korea that the same would be extended for his American tour and he took a different route.
Yeah, and I think that's, to me, it kind of almost gives me like, yeah, I love hearing those kind of stories because it gives me hope that, yeah, you don't just need to like, not all hope is lost if you are not with one of those big names like that. So I'm super proud of him. And again, speaks to his, stage presence and power as an artist himself. So
It's
very
so
proud.
funny because I think strictly in the Korean context, I would not label Taemin as an underdog, but I
Right.
suppose when you're tackling a brand new market, you do become that. And to a brand new audience, you're starting from scratch. You're suddenly a very experienced rookie in a new sort of, I guess, fandom. And he did this authentically, and that's really exciting.